He's the head coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats, undefeated. They got Florida coming up in the Sugar Bowl. He's Brian Kelly joining us at the Dan Patrick Show. Well, we did it. We went undefeated, Coach.
We did, and the nice part about it is, we moved up to third in the BCS, which was really significant for us because as a BCS conference school, which I think at times people forgot that we were a BCS conference school, that, if the what is it, the number one, the kickoff specialist for Nebraska, if he could just kick the ball inbounds, we would be and he's not getting a Christmas card for me, but I will tell you, we'd be playing in Pasadena against Alabama. But having said that, it's a great season for us. Okay, you're watching the Nebraska-Texas finish. Yes, I am. What was it like in the final 2 minutes? I don't watch college football that much, obviously, because it's what I do 24 hours a day. I'd like to do something else with my life. And I'm watching the game, and I'm pacing around, yelling at the TV set. I had to stop myself. I felt like a parent at a T-ball game. So it was amazing. Because I knew what was on the line there. Obviously for Cincinnati, we would have really messed up this BCS if we were playing for it. But more nervous when you're down 21 to Pitt or the final 2 minutes watching Nebraska-Texas? Oh, not even close. The last 2 minutes, Nebraska-Texas. You're so involved in the sideline and the next play call. If you're nervous during that period of time, you're going to lose a lot of football games. That's a different deal because that's what you do. That's when you go on the set. That's when you go on live. Yeah. For you. You're at your best. It's the preparation that makes you nervous. Did you think about when you let Pitt score, so you guys were going to get the ball back, was there any thought that maybe they do what Jacksonville did a couple of weeks ago and they don't score on purpose, they take a knee and they run the clock a little bit more? Possible. I still had 2 timeouts, so I was okay. We were going to be fine in terms of having enough time. I needed about a minute 10, so I could throw the ball over the middle of the field because it's hard to get it out on the perimeter in that last minute and a half. So as long as we had about a minute 10, we were going to be fine. And with 2 timeouts remaining, regardless of what happened in that situation, I thought we were going to get the ball back with a chance to win it. He's Brian Kelly, Cincinnati head coach. Got Florida coming up in the Sugar Bowl, joining us at the Dan Patrick Show. Who's the best quarterback in the Sugar Bowl? I would say that the body of work goes with Tim Tebow. Obviously a 4-year player for them, won the Heisman. This year, though? Well, I think the production that Tony has shown this year, I think it's Tony Pike. In a very short resume that he has, he's played better, more consistently this year. Tim Tebow over the long haul has shown that he would be the better quarterback. But if you're asking me just right now, I'll take Tony Pike. So 2 minutes to go, game on the line. You want Tebow as your quarterback or Tony Pike? Tony Pike. Okay. How is that weather, though, to play in? You're down 21, it's miserable, and you're thinking my season is being washed away. Any of those thoughts going through your mind? Well, we were prepared our kids for it. We told them the more it snows, the more we throw. So, we tried to get them prepared for that. When we saw Dan December 5th, Pittsburgh, I wasn't expecting sunny blue skies. So, we worked on it pretty hard that, that we were probably not going to get the best weather condition, but that's what we are. That's what we do. And, we don't have an indoor facility. So, this past week in Mason, Ohio, the weather wasn't very good. So, we had to practice out in those elements. So we were prepared for it. Oh, look at you dropping my hometown. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Yeah. I had to throw that in there for all the guys up there in Mason. Absolutely. All right, let's get to the easy questions. When do you leave for the Notre Dame job? Yeah, that's the proverbial elephant in the room, I guess. I've just Brian. Okay, how about this? Yeah, you guarantee you'll coach in the Sugar Bowl? No, there's no guarantees in anything that you do. I've never given a guarantee whether I was going to make it home at the end of the day. So, but I really have not sat down and had a chance to evaluate, what it is that is in the future. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that over the next few days because I have an opportunity to do that. Up till then, Dan, it has been 100% focused on getting this team back to a BCS game, and that really really has been my focus. I've said that, and I know people don't like hearing that because it's, people want you to tell them what they want to hear. And the fact of the matter is I'll use the next few days to kind of decide where we go from here.
All right, but what if the scenario comes up here? I know it's hypothetical, but I think it's closer to being, true than hypothetical. Let's say Notre Dame says, you know what, Brian, we want to talk to you. How do you do that quietly without offending people, but also being respectful to a job that you would love to perhaps have?
Well, there's a lot of assumptions there. There's a lot of assumptions that I want another job. But to answer your question truthfully, it's difficult. If somebody wants to talk to you, clearly you want to be able to do a couple things. Number one, I'm still under contract here. There are some obligations that I have if they did in fact call me. So it's not as transparent as we would all like it to be, and sometimes that puts me in a tough position to parse my words. And the fact of the matter is I haven't made the decision yet as to, what is our best interest, my family's best interest, and I'll do that over the next couple of days.
Well, what do you mean a decision to look at another job?
Yeah, I may come out in 48 hours and say, listen, I'm staying here at Cincinnati no matter if the New England Patriots call. And
have you been offered a contract extension by Cincinnati?
We are working on one right now.
So there's a chance you could sign the contract extension and put an end to the Notre Dame rumors.
Absolutely. There's absolutely a chance to that, and I think there's a chance that that I could look at another job. I haven't made that decision yet, and I'll do that after today. Today is our team meeting with our players, and then I've got a couple of days until our banquet, and I want to be able to sit down and figure out what the best course of action is.
Just to let you know, Jimmy Clausen is going pro, in case that factors into your decision.
Nice try, Dan.
But Golden Tate, maybe you can keep him at Notre Dame.
Yeah, okay. I'll bite on that one. That was an easier one.
So as long as you can get Golden Tate, then that's fine. You got Chris there as a quarterback. I'm trying.
Yeah, that should be the front page of the blogs today.
Yeah, let's go through the roster.
Coach Kelly said if Golden State stays, he's taking the job. Oh man, you know how this goes.
Okay, but your family. And from what I was told, you turned down an opportunity last year to go elsewhere. Is that fair?
Yes, that is fair.
Okay. And where was that you turned down?
It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, it does. It's just conversation. It helps the conversation. So I feel like we're sharing information.
It was a major BCS school, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Because if you want to ask me questions about my career and jobs,
I just go on Wikipedia.
Yeah, but that's not true. You know what? Because on Wikipedia right now, it's got you taking the Notre Dame job if Golden Tate stays.
Yeah, of course, we can manufacture all that information. Hey, Dan, the bottom line here is I don't want to be a distraction to this. I understand how this thing goes. I don't want it to become one where I'm the story over our kids, and I'm quickly becoming the story. Yep. And I don't want that to be the case.
But by next Saturday, will I know what your future is?
Oh yeah.
So this next weekend, I'll know.
Yes, you will.
You'll call me first. Okay, how about this? You tell...
If you meet me at a local establishment up in Mason, you'll be the first one to know.
All right, I'll buy.
You got it.
All right. Well, you know what? Just want to make sure that you still feel like you can win a national title at Cincinnati.
Yeah, if we kick the ball in bounds, if we kick it in bounds there, Mr. Nebraska kickoff specialist, we're fine.
Oh, God. That's tough. You want to play for a national title, and you have no control over it.
No control.
None whatsoever.
Welcome to my world, 18 to 22-year-olds.
Yeah, well, good luck against the Gators, and good luck with your decision this week, Coach.
Thanks, Dan.
All
Take
right,
care.
that's Brian Kelly.